The door open and you swore somebody was calling from the hallway, but everyone's fast asleep and you know that there's nobody there. It's just your mind playing tricks on you. Well, in this next story, this person had that exactly happen to them. However, there was more to the story than just somebody staring from the darkness. So for privacy reasons, I'll be changing people's names. It's that she understood completely where Cynthia was coming from. She understood her depression. She understood her anxiety, that the world was caving in on her. She was losing everything dear to her. So Melissa decided to stay with Cynthia for a few days just to be there for her physically, not just verbally or through text or stopping by. I state that Cynthia did convey to Melissa that she was hearing things and movements in her home, but she just kept dismissing it because she thought it was just her anxiety or depression and it's just causing her mind to run wild. Melissa says that she's not one to keep her door open while she was sleeping, but Cynthia felt safer with the door open, meaning like if something happens, she can just run out the door. Now, to Melissa, this made no sense. How do you feel safer with the door open? Wouldn't you feel safer with the door closed? And you can then get yourself together to run out? But she didn't question her. She didn't push anything. She just let Cynthia be. That even though she's not a huge believer, she does believe in praying before going to sleep just to calm you down, ease your mind and your spirit. So she suggested to Cynthia, let's pray before we go to bed. And as they prayed, she could feel that Cynthia relaxed a little bit and was able to fall asleep a lot faster than she usually did over the phone with Melissa. Melissa says that over the phone, she would take hours to fall asleep, just talking and talking and talking about random things. And of course, Melissa not caring because she understood what she was going through in a personal level, she just let her ramble on for hours at a time. But this time, since Melissa was there, she felt Cynthia even more at ease. And after the prayer, she was like a baby, fell asleep right away. Side note, these two women were alone in this house by themselves. No one else. Just keep that in mind. It states that in the middle of the night, hours later after the prayer, she started to hear Cynthia calling her, and she woke up. And of course, you know, when you wake up in the middle of the night, you can see in the darkness of your room compared to the hallway because the moonlight was coming in through the window. So she was able to see the difference between the two. Now, as she's trying to get herself up, she can hear Cynthia frantically calling her from the hallway to come help her. And of course, Melissa's like, give me a second, Cynthia, I'm coming. And the only thing that Melissa can think of is something must have happened while I was sleeping and she couldn't do something by herself and now she needs me. And as she's about to get up off the bed, all of a sudden she felt a hand grab her by her arm. And she turned over and it was Cynthia. Doesn't know what to do. She decides to just calm down and she's staring at Cynthia. Now, Cynthia has her eyes closed. She is fast asleep, but holding on to Melissa. And she doesn't understand, like, how is Cynthia still sleeping, even snoring now at this point, and is holding me so tight. So as she's trying to get Cynthia off of her arm, she can hear Cynthia call her from the hallway. And the voice is getting closer and closer and closer. At that point, she couldn't handle it. She decided to wake up Cynthia. And of course, Cynthia wakes up and she's like, what's going on? And she says, you are calling me from the hallway. And she's like, how is it possible that I'm calling you from the hallway? I am right here with you. And she's like, no, you are calling me from the hallway. I am not leaving this room. I am not going out there. You need to turn on a light or something, but I am going nowhere near that door. And as she's saying, I'm going nowhere near that door, that is when they heard a laugh from the hallway in the darkness. And that's when Cynthia decided to look over into the hallway. And that's when she said she saw a pair of red eyes staring right back into the room. Said that Cynthia froze in time, could not move. She feels like Cynthia stopped breathing for a second. And that's when Melissa grew the courage, or what we say, the BALLS, and shut the door and locked it. It's that she and Cynthia did not sleep the rest of the night, and they did seek some type of help, not just for the house, but for Cynthia, because Melissa truly believes that her depression and anxiety had caused something more sinister into her life. Now, what do you guys think that was? And if you have any tips on what else they should do, please leave it in the comments.